Hello again and welcome to Exploring Vacations. I'm Robin Short and I'm glad you can join us this week. I hope that you can hear us a little bit better. We're back in our old studio that we use all the time. Last week we were having the place painted and decorated, so we moved out to the lobby at the front of the building. As a result, I think some of the sound was off, so we apologise to those of you that couldn't hear us properly, and we hope you can hear us better today. Now, as ever this week, each week we speak to you and give you some tips and tricks on what to do when you travel to Ireland and the UK to help the experience better for you. And as ever, it doesn't matter if you're booking with Exploring Vacations or not. We hope that you find the tips helpful to you. At the end of this short video, it'll take about 10 or 12 minutes, I'll give you another offer. Hopefully those of you that didn't hear the offer last week will hear it this week and take benefit of it. I'm joined again by the two girls who were with me last week, two of our senior travel advisors at Exploring Vacations, Olivia and Claire. And this week we're going to talk about a hot topic that people speak to us an awful lot about for those of you who are planning a self-drive tour in Ireland. Now we know that some of you may be planning a private tour, or you may be coming on a coach tour, and we'll have videos in the coming weeks about those too. But specifically today we're going to deal with self-drive tours and some of the fears and concerns that people have. So Olivia, I'll start with you. I mean, in terms of the tours that we do, are self-drive tours a popular type of tour for our visitors?
Absolutely, Robin, they are, yeah. Like over 80% of all the tours that we would actually plan and devise for people are self-drive tours. Most of the reason being is because, number one, they're our most economical type of tour, you know, and that you get to experience Ireland in all its glory, you know, travelling from town to town, driving it yourself at your own pace. So it's a really, really good option for a first-time traveller to Ireland.
Thanks, Olivia. And Claire, as we've said, we don't just do self-drive tours. They are the most popular. We do lots of different types of tours. Why should someone who's planning to book a trip to Ireland or Britain consider a self-drive tour as an option, as something they might go for?
Yeah, the self-drive tours, first of all, they offer a lot more flexibility compared to any other tour here in Ireland. Of course, with the flexibility that they offer, you know, you can travel really at your own pace, make as many stops along the way as you wish, and just really explore Ireland the way that you would like to explore it. And of course, with our self-drive tours as well, you know, they're completely customizable. So, you know, you can decide yourself as to where you would like to travel and visit in Ireland each day.
So absolute flexibility, I suppose, one of the key points that makes it different to, I suppose, a coach tour, that you can go where you want, when you want, stop and start as you wish. There's no real agenda other than getting to the end of the accommodation that's booked at the end of each day.
Exactly.
I suppose, Olivia, I'll give you the big question, a major question we have. Most of the visitors booking with Exploring Vacations are coming from the United States, or coming from Canada. And we drive on the wrong side, we'll say the wrong side of the road. Olivia, it's a big concern for people, for those who have never driven in Europe, well, not Europe, Britain or Ireland. Most of Europe is the same as the US and Canada. But dealing with the issue of driving on the opposite side of the road, how difficult is it? How do the thousands of visitors we've booked over the years, how have they found it? And has there really been ever people who found they couldn't do it? I mean, how big of an issue is this driving on the wrong side of the road?
Well, to be honest, Robin, I think a lot of the time people are anxious about it, you know, because it's a fear of the unknown. For me personally, I only learned how to drive in the past couple of years, and I was absolutely terrified. But when I actually got out and did it, it's really not that daunting. You just get on the road and drive. It's much easier than people think, you know. The thing about it is that people think that the roads in Ireland are just tiny little small back roads, and really they're not. You know, we have a good road network here, so you know. But the best thing to do is just relax and take your time.
Great advice. It's I think in the years we've been doing this, we've carried over 130,000 people through the country, and my recollection is one lady is the only person who ever called us from the hotel who couldn't leave the hotel for fear of driving the car. And we sent one of our staff up there to kind of give her a mini course, so to speak, on what to do. And off she went. She had a great time. So we've 100% record of everyone actually getting in the car and driving. It's never been an issue that no one didn't take it. So if you've got that concern, I don't think you should have. Once you get in the car, it's the same thing. It's just the steering wheel is on the wrong side. But other than that, it's fine. Claire, what other insider tips would you give for someone who's considering a self-drive tour that would help them enjoy it more?
Yeah, well, I think a very key point to note is, as part of our package, we do provide a free GPS unit So, you know, if you look at a lot of, you know, maybe some of the other tour operators, you know, we are, you know, one of the ones that just provide that free GPS unit. So the minute you arrive to collect your car, you're getting a free GPS unit straight away. So, you know, instead of having to focus, you know, on a map to be able to travel throughout Ireland, you have this GPS unit. You know, the roads are all updated, and you know, there's great mapping that, you know, with this free GPS unit, you really can't go wrong. And of course, you know, I think the beauty as well about Exploring Vacations is that we are, of course, based here in Ireland. We are open 7 days a week as well, so there's always someone here to assist and support you the minute you touch down in Ireland, and you know, the minute that you get out and about on the Irish roads.
Yeah, it's certainly a problem that's more of an issue in Ireland than it is in Britain. Travelling without GPS in Ireland is crazy, because there's no signage, is there? I mean, there's parts of Ireland you travel for miles and there's absolutely no signs for you to see. Dublin is chaotic because the signs just have numbers on them, they don't have destinations. That was someone's good idea in the government. But in Britain it's less of an issue. The road network is better mapped and the signage is good. But in Ireland, as Claire says, you really do need to have a GPS, and that's something our tours give you free of charge. Just to finish up, I'll give one to both of you, just on maybe a last final point that you might find helpful, and any particular issues, I suppose, in relation to driving. Is there anything, Olivia, that you will cover to tell our visitors what they might need to know?
Before you come to Ireland and start driving, there's one thing I would certainly recommend that you look up, and that are roundabouts and how to use them here in Ireland. Unfortunately, like Robin said, our great government decided to put up quite a lot of them here in the country, and sometimes people in the country who are not familiar with them, they're hard to navigate. So definitely just go online and take 2 or 3 minutes on a YouTube presentation, just look it up, and you'll be able to see exactly how to use them, and that way you'll know, you won't get stuck, you know what you're dealing with when you do come across 2 or 3 in a row on a major motorway.
I think a lot of them, what they're called in North America, are circles. But the key is go in on the left.
Yeah, exactly.
When you approach them, go to the left.
Go to
if
the
you
left,
go to the right, you might get a bad fright. So go left, and the car on the roundabout has the right of way coming from your right. So if someone's on the roundabout or the circle coming from your right, you have to let him go through. If it's clear, off you go, and it's on the left. So that's a great tip. And Claire, any last tip for our visitors today before we move on to our great offer we're going to give them?
Yeah, just maybe one final little tip as well. When you arrive to Dublin Airport, and especially, you know, after being, you know, your long flight as well, maybe instead of just, you know, jumping into your car straight away, and you know, because Dublin can be quite congested as well, so maybe just take things, maybe go for maybe a cup of coffee, go maybe for a stroll around maybe the airport, maybe just to clear the head and whatnot after your long flight. But yeah, just maybe, like I said, as Dublin can be so congested, you know, that fear about driving on the opposite side of the road as well can be a little bit, you know, bit daunting. Exactly. So, yeah, maybe just that would be one little.
It's probably like most European cities. It's quite congested, and most of the flights you're going to come in are coming in overnight. So you're going to get to Dublin in the morning. You have a good shot of hitting Dublin in rush hour. So the fact you've been up all night, just as Claire says, a cup of coffee and a break before you get on the road. And make sure that GPS is plugged in, because driving Dublin without it, and that'll make a fairly angry start to your tour. It can make it difficult. I hope that you found that helpful. I mean, if that's not enough for you, your travel advisor, it could be Olivia, it could be Claire, it could be one of the other team here, give us a call, and we can talk you through it further if you have any concerns. Like I say, over 130,000 visitors we've carried over the last number of years, and we never have had one customer who couldn't take the car out and do it. After about 20 minutes, half an hour, it's second nature to you. And often people find the fear is when they get back home, because they're concentrating so much here, they kind of lapse into the usual kind of half watching what they're doing at home. So you've got to be careful when you get back home and you get back driving on the correct side of the road. So like we said, we give you an offer. Now last week we gave a fantastic offer, it was 10%. I'd love to give 10% again, but if I did, the accountants would probably bash down the door and beat me up. So this week it's not quite as high as that, and last week was for 100 people. Can't do that this week, but we can do it for 9% this week, and we can do it for the first 49 bookings. That's what the accountants have allowed me to say. So 9% for the first 49 bookings, or as usual, Friday, whichever comes first. So if the first 49 go between now and today, that's great. those who want them can snap them up. For those that are a bit slower, maybe it might be available till Friday at 6 p.m. Ireland time. As ever, Explorer Vacations are the experts in Ireland and the UK. There's no one who beats us. We're the only operator that don't take a massive deposit off you. All you need to do is pay $30. Then we secure your booking, and that $30 is refundable in the event that you feel that we haven't done the job right for you. We're fairly confident we will. We carry more small groups than any other operator, whether based in Ireland or the UK or overseas. We're basically the world #1 in carrying small groups in Ireland and Britain. We're open 7 days a week, as Claire said. So if you have any concerns while you're here, you need our support. We're right here in the building to support our visitors who are out there at the moment enjoying Ireland and the UK. And our office is in Britain or in Manchester, so we're on the ground here to support you. Other operators simply don't do that. They're either overseas or they close, at 5 p.m. in the day. We're open till 9 at night, and they're closed at the weekends. They just leave their customers to it. We're open at the weekends. So if you're booking with your travel advisor, I assume you're coming. There is no, if your itinerary isn't completed yet, you can still take benefit of this offer. Lock it in today, $30, you're done, it's all locked in. You get the benefit of the discount. You can then continue working on it until it's right for you, and then when it's right for you, we'll send it all out to you. And as I say, if you're not happy after you pay the $30 deposit, we'll refund it to you in full, no questions asked. There's absolutely no risk. So if you're working with a travel advisor, we assume you're coming to Ireland or the UK, get that offer, book it in today. Call us toll free now, 1-888 451 3744, or email your travel advisor direct, whichever suits you. So toll free on 1-888 451 3744, or email us straight in. I hope you found that helpful. We'll be talking to you again next week, another great topic on how you can travel Ireland and the UK better and enjoy it better. But for now, from Olivia, Claire and myself, Robin, thanks for your time and goodbye.